Welcome to this Goldilocks Productions presentation. Before we begin the show, let's go over quick guidelines. Callers, if you would like to get on air to ask the show host a question, please press 1. All those callers that do not press 1 and any blocked phone numbers, unlisted phone numbers, and Skype callers whose phone numbers do not show up on the switchboard, you will be in listen mode only. It is not mandatory that the show hosts bring on callers. So please keep your questions to one question only and be mindful and respectful of the other callers that are calling in and of the show host as well. If you have any issues or any problems, and even any compliments or testimonials, please contact the Goldilocks Productions show producer and owner at the email of GoldilocksProductions@hotmail.com. Again, that email is Goldilocks with a Y, GoldilocksProductions@hotmail.com. Thank you. Now on with the show.
You are tuning into the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the Angels and Healing Light Show. Sit back, relax, and be open to receive the angelic messages and healing channeled through your host, Laura Romeiro.
Good morning, my Angels and Healing Light family. Oh, it's so good to be back with you all, and thank you for joining me this morning. I got a lot going on today, and so I'm so glad that you're here. I appreciate your patience while I was gone for the last couple of weeks. Had a successful moving my mom, Renee. Everybody say hi, Renee. Everybody wave. I had a successful time moving her from one end of the country to the other, and now she's here with us in sunnier climes, and looking forward to lots of good time activities with her and her kitty cat. So we're working on integrating her kitty cat with our 4 dogs. That's next on the agenda. Wish us luck. Wish us luck with that one. They're all pretty excited and interested about it. Thank you, Miss Tiffany, saying hello to Mom and the kitty cat. So I hope you're all doing great. I hope you had wonderful weeks. Happy fall. Those of you that are subscribed to my website, I hope that you were able to read my email voice angel message from yesterday. But, it's about fall. What is it about? It's beauty, it's change, it's crisp, it's bright, it's beautiful. Some people get a little upset thinking that it's prelude to cold and snow, and it typically is. But, boy, it's my favorite time of year, and there are so many gems in the season of fall that are obvious, that are hidden, that are waiting to be developed, and I think we can apply those to our lives. So any challenges, any forks in the road, sometimes you just have to stop and ask yourself, why is this happening? Am I being asked to make a change? Why? What's in it for me? Where is it taking me? Really think about those possibilities rather than react. Sometimes we have that knee-jerk reaction to something. Oh, my gosh, it's going to be terrible. Well, you know what? It might be the best thing that happens to you. So here comes changes full of beauty. The fall colors are usually have a backdrop of a gray or bluish gray sky. So just remember, there's all that incredible beauty and color and brightness, even though the sky is bigger than the foliage. So just remember, there's always something beautiful somewhere for you, and go find it. Find what's beautiful. Find what's good. Find what's uplifting. Find that which is driving you to grow personally, professionally, spiritually, in any way that's needed. Archangel Jophiel is that beautiful archangel that helps us see the beauty in all things, the beauty in growth, looking for the silver lining in every cloud. That's Archangel Jophiel. So what a beautiful angel to have help us through these times of change and help us see the beauty in the changes. So, boy, I'm so happy to have a very, very special guest, a returning guest, and one of the most compassionate healers, I think, on the planet, Mr. Jimmy Mack. Jimmy is back with me today, and I'm so grateful for that. Jimmy is an amazing master healer. He is a medical intuitive, a spiritual life coach. He's created healing and life-changing program called Liquid Fish. But what Jimmy does is he uses spiritual healing energy, and he uses that with distance healing, remote healing. He is just one of the most well-known spiritual healers in our beautiful Tampa Bay area. And he is a compassionate. He has so many things to help people heal and to grow and to learn. Even if you are not the one that needs healing, maybe you're learning, maybe you're wanting to learn to heal, maybe you're in that path yourself. Please pay attention to what Jimmy has to say, because he's just got so many wonderful things to offer everyone. And this is a gentleman that really, really cares. So I'm very, very happy to have him join today on the Angels and Healing Light Show with me, Laura Romeiro, in case I forgot that already. So welcome, Jimmy. Welcome back, and thank you so much for being here today. Happy fall.
Hey, thanks for having me. Yeah, happy fall. It's Monday, I guess, and now it's going to be lattes, pumpkin spice, and everything, right?
Yes, when we were driving across the country, my mom was searching for one of those. As a matter of fact,
right.
Do they do pumpkin around here? I said, of course.
I love it. Pumpkin spice, everything. Beautiful. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. We always have fun, and you're always super popular when you're on my show because people can't get enough of the angels and that type of guidance. And, it's so sorely needed in this day and age with all the mess we got going. You turn on the news, you want to curl up on the couch, right? So people need really inspiration and some encouragement that, hey, things are going to be okay. They're always cyclic, up, down, and sideways, and things will vastly improve. So that's what we're about, and, of course, providing help for others and contribution. And that's what you and I do, so I love it. So thanks for having me, yeah.
It's a great partnership here, Jimmy. I'm on your show again coming up to, I think, October 10th, aren't I?
Oh, good.
Unfortunately, my calendar's not in front of me, but I believe, maybe it's sometime in October. I know that. I'm not
good. Well,
so
Tiffany
ladies
will
and gentlemen,
remind us
look for
both.
me on Jimmy's show.
That's right.
Jimmy's show is on, by the way, every Tuesday night, starting at 9 o'clock, Jimmy?
It's 9 p.m. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Right here on Goldilocks Productions, the wonderful Goldilocks Productions with the wonderful Tiffany White Sage woman, who is the best producer on the planet. And so, yes, we're getting a double dose of Jimmy today, she says. And I am on your show October the 8th. Jimmy, please tell people so give people a little bit, I gave a little bit of insight about what you do, but tell people, why do you do what you do? What calls to your heart? What is it that drives you every day to help people heal?
Yeah, I like, the Canadian clinical psychologist is Jordan Peterson, and he sides with the Buddhists, which would say all life is suffering and, it's just horrible and relentless and continual kicks in the gut kind of thing. So point is you can live your life like nothing matters or live your life like everything's a miracle and everything matters. So that's what I choose to do. And, certainly we want to help all the folks we can, contribute all we can. That's where I'm at. I took a lot of different healing modalities. Most anyone that can name a healing modality, I took it probably from the creator of it, and, did a lot of healing modalities for a very long time. But then I had a near-death experience, and I got my gallbladder taken out. They about killed me and gave me too much anesthesia. So I had full-blown clinical pneumonia, and they put me in ICU, and I died every night in ICU 3 nights in a row, and had very profound experiences. And that's what came out of that was my Liquid Fish, which looks like a Tai Chi yoga or a hand move, something like that. And so once people figured that out, the simplicity of that and the depth of that, then they start to change everything. So that's really what inspires me is when people get that aha moment. It could be in person, phone, Skype, wherever I work with them, work with folks around the world. So it's really cool. But it can be in person or phone, Skype, whatever works. And we also teach how to do it. There's a basic course, and then for folks that are doing healing for a living, there's an advanced practitioner course as well. So that's it. And once you get down to realize there's energy in everything, then that's what we're working on moving. So it doesn't matter if it's body, mind, spirit, relationships, health, or money, work, job, career, whatever you might have going on. Would be your little pinky toenail, doesn't matter. We're going to move the energy around that and hopefully create some change or relief for folks.
Well, I know I've experienced your healing, and I know it's phenomenal, and it's almost instantaneous, which I always find fascinating with energy healing.
Yeah, it's shocking.
How quickly that it makes a difference, and you almost want to shake your head and go, "No, that can't be right," but it is right. What do you feel, Jimmy? What do you feel is the most important thing that people should know about healing?
Gosh, just that I feel like as fast as something horrible came on, that means you could get rid of it that fast. So, life is filled with change. There's all kinds of things going on, happening all the time. It's very cyclic, and I wouldn't get caught up in a boo-hoo-hoo and my elbow hurts forever and it's something I'm going to contend with. It's like, no, I'm going to, work like hell to change it and create something that will, make it better and get you some relief. And whether that's supplements or testing or creating some wave changes within you, that's what I'm working on. So I would just tell everybody to never give up hope. There's always the possibility of relief. I end my radio show with, I want the rest of your life to be the best of your life and to remember to make progress every day. So you just got to think of all this as taking it on a little bit at a time. Stay out of overwhelm, stay out of boo-hoo-hoo on the couch, and you just got to keep moving. And that's all I know to do. So when people come at me with, a dozen things wrong and they've been to 3 doctors and 2 MRIs and they're on 10 meds, it's like, good Lord, at that point, we can only help you.
Yeah. And, surely people become discouraged and fatigued going through all of those things, and it's easy to get caught up in a lower state of mind or energy. I mean, I think that's just normal. So it is important to stay focused on what's possible and not what's definite, I think, because life is changing. Energy's labile. Life is labile, like you say. It's very cyclical. It's very labile.
Yes.
And it's important to kind of to remember that, to be at least your mind being the master of your body. If you can't physically be the master of it, your mind takes such a big part in that, and allowing you to open up to receive answers for guidance and healing and best practices, best ways of living. And so I think paying attention intuitively to your body, because your body always tells you what's the matter, and getting those little niggling thoughts that say, well, maybe I shouldn't have that extra Rice Krispie treat today, or whatever the issue could be, anything. Maybe I need to see another physician. Maybe my medications are interacting with one another. And I think we really need to pay attention, and of course always be prudent in our care and search out the best care for ourselves.
Sure.
But healing and
well
just
said.
So many ways of healing that are out there, and taking advantage of someone that takes the time and energy to learn how to help others heal. That is something that's, I believe, becoming more and more commonplace. More energy healing is being offered in major hospital systems. The VA, for instance, offers Reiki.
They do yoga now, too. Yep, yoga. So, yep, definitely getting there. I love it. And, it is a general awakening, as you pointed out, because you look at these shows now, and they're having on psychic kids and psychic phenomenon and exotic sci-fi kind of healing, and got the show The Healer now, and so it's really becoming more and more vogue, if you will, and more popular. So I really feel like we're getting ready to ride that wave of that being super popular as well. And these young kids today with their iPhones and everything else instantaneous and apps, and they love, a lot of them love astrology, numerology, and what you and I do. It's so mystical, magical, cool, and fun, right?
Right. Well, Jimmy, we have a caller here. If you, let's see, I have an area code 850, so I have a caller, and let's see what we got going on here.
Got it.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, who's this?
My name is Sheila. I'm calling
Hi, Sheila. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Well, fantastic. Thank you.
I'm glad to hear that. Lately, I've been, I don't know how to describe this, but I feel the need to get real, I don't know how to say this. I've been hearing the word purge, and so I've been getting rid of a lot of things, and I feel like I'm being prepared for something that's coming up. I don't know what it is.
So,
well,
yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Jim.
Well, I would say that if you're driven to that, that's awesome. In feng shui, they are big on clutter and clearing out clutter. When you do that, also, I feel like folks' minds work a little bit better. You're not sitting with all that clutter. And if you haven't at least paged through on TV the hoarder episodes, holy moly, right? It's a trip. I can't even watch it. So, point is, if you're being called to cleanse things out, whether it's people or your room or your environment, that's really, really good. It can only help you. What's going on with you in the way of health or work, job, career? I mean, it certainly feels like you're on track with that.
Oh, okay.
And, Sheila, when what you said was beautiful, when you said you're feeling like you're being prepared for something, that is absolutely beautiful. And when you allow that to happen, when you start paying attention to that message, then you are connecting. And when you start making those positive changes, that will allow more to come to you. So purging, I've gone through this process many times myself, and it seems like there's just a giant question mark that always hung over my head, like, all right, what is coming? What's happening? And it seems so mysterious. But many times it's just very subtle. So if you just keep following that guidance to get rid of the things that don't work for you anymore, and just like cleaning out your closet or cleaning out your refrigerator when you come home with bags full of groceries, you have to make room. So in order to make room for more, you have to get rid of the things that don't fit anymore, that don't work anymore, that drag you down or make you feel bad. And as you do that, it allows so much more light, so much more energy. And I think one of the biggest things is you're trusting yourself. And when you trust yourself and start following that guidance, you open up to more and you connect more, and it's just a beautiful path. So you have Archangel Haniel actually helping you right now, as well as Archangel Raguel, who's helping you put everything into perfect order and balance. So you've got two archangels that are working with you, Haniel and Raguel, helping you with manifesting, which is what this is all about. And Archangel Raguel is helping to balance things so that you can manifest the things that you need and want in your life. So please stay tuned and let us know how that goes for you. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Sheila.
Thank you.
Thanks
for calling in.
Thank you.
And I love it when that happens. To me,
it's a great message for everybody, too. Yeah.
It's like waiting for a Christmas gift. There's Christmas gifts under the tree, and you don't know what's in them. They look really exciting. So Sheila's in that place where beautiful things are starting to happen, and because she's allowing that to happen, watch out, world. She's on her path here. So, Jimmy, what is your website? that people can call in to?
The best one is JimmyMackHealing.com. It's JimmyMack Healing.com. And if they go there and just click on, there's an item there. It's called Free Liquid Fish Kit. And you can look at that and click on that. All you need is your name and address. And we don't spam anybody. We'll just send you all kinds of information, things to read, watch, and listen to. And so that's really, really cool. The other simple way to sign up for it is called mybeliefworks.com/MLF-kit-awakened. And that will also get you there. And so those are two different ways. So you can just go to the website, JimmyMackHealing.com, and folks can sign up there. And again, you're going to get all kinds of stuff to read, watch, and listen to. It's all free. And, of course, you'll get updates on our radio show and people like you're on as guests and kind of the happenings as to what's going on.
So when you do healing work on someone, can you give us an idea of how that works? How
Gosh.
Is it, one session? Is it as needed? Or is it,
it's really
as
needed. Yeah, we work on animals too. Love that. I've been working on animals a really long time, and we actually have a pet or animal audio MP3 that's for healing, and that's under the audio section. There's 28 of them there. We've worked on for many, many years. 8 ebooks, regular paperback, whatever you need. But it's very profound. It can be in person, phone, or Skype. And so what we basically want to do is, I love folks that are already either muscle testing or using a pendulum, or they want to stand up and sway test, and that's us dialing into them. I'm sure we'll have somebody today. We'll show them what it's like. And you can actually feel the changes. It's really weird. It'll always be weird to me. I've been doing it for a very long time. And you can actually feel things coming and going. And so that's what makes it unique, I think, and the speed at which things change is very profound, as you mentioned.
So everyone that's listening, we all love our pets, right? And we know at times they go through difficult times, they go through illnesses. I know that one of our other radio show hosts has asked you and me to help her beloved dog that's going through some chemotherapy. Carol Ann Carey, who's on Psychic Flow on Thursday night, she's asked us to help with her dog who's going through some chemotherapy and steroid treatment and many other things. And so that's given her dog a lot of relief and a lot of help. So it doesn't matter what issue your pet has, but just like us, sometimes it can be emotional, sometimes it can be psychological, and of course physical. So you're able to help on all of those levels, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. And, we never know what we're going to get, just like you don't know which angel's going to pop in next. So I think that's what makes it exciting. And you and I coming back for more, right? We're like little kids. Like, it's so fun and cool and different.
Yes,
so,
it is.
I work on people, let's say they have arthritis or they're depressed or whatever. I mean, in one shot, are we going to get it forever? I don't know. We'll see. But we're certainly going to make every effort to give them some relief where they actually know something changed or something got better. And the other weird part is, could happen instantly, an hour from now, days, weeks, a month. Later, all of a sudden, they're sleeping at night, whereas before they weren't. And so things like that, or headaches, whatever may be going on, relationships, work, job, career, money, we do things and change things. You know what I like in it too, you'll laugh, is I'm sure you've seen those little box kites where they light up a little candle at night and they left those little things drift off the beach, and it looks so pretty, and they're like little luminaries, right? And so at the end of the day, that's what we're doing, is we're lifting up that, and I call it supercharged, turbocharged prayer, and that's really what we're doing. And
that's
my
a beautiful
friend in South
analogy.
Florida, my friend in South Florida says it best. He says, I think they not only hear your prayers, they actually do something about it. And so that's his back-fisted way of complimenting me. It's quite funny. We've known each other forever, but that's his way of saying, hey, things do happen and they do get better. So that's how you know something happened and somebody heard us. So love it. Yeah. And it's simplistic and it's cool.
let me ask you this question, and it may be a little personal, but maybe not. When you were going through your illness in the ICU and dying every night and went through changes, is there anything about that you can share with us?
Sure. Yeah. I would tell folks I never saw Jesus, I never saw white light, I never saw my brother who crossed over in spirit. My situation is very unique. I felt like it was very angelic, and I saw richness of colors I've never seen before. Lots of folks afterwards, this was over 10 years ago, have experienced the same thing I did. And you felt like you were going up into deep inner space. It looked like the Hubble Space Telescope pictures of deep inner space, multicolored, that sort of thing. Yeah. And so a couple things happened. Number one is I'm no longer scared of dying, obviously. Second, I don't think I'm coming back here. I think I'm pretty much done. I'm just going to help folks all the way to the door. And that's the way I look at it is, help and contribute. And I got this drum playing in the back of my head like an Indian drum, So that was profound. I had, angels in the room. I had beings in the room, of course. And so that was wild. You could feel their presence. And one of the things, they showed me over time on one of the nights was my liquid fish. And it looked like infinity. It looked like a giant 8 laying on its side. And they said, take off the back left end and you wind up with this little fish. And it looks like a Tai Chi or a yoga move. And all we're doing is releasing the negative from the bottom. And we go up to the heavens and we're bringing in the positive things we don't have, the attributes we'd like to add into our life. We slowly fish that in. And so when you get to a point where you realize everything is energy, then that's basically what we're changing is that energy.
Well, that's a beautiful story. It must have been difficult to leave that.
Yeah, I can tell you couldn't care less about being here. My friend was so sweet when I was in ICU, and he says, do you want me to get a hold of your mom and your sons and all this to come up here? And I said, absolutely not. I want them to remember me however they want to remember me, but not hooked up to all this. No way. So don't you dare, And so you certainly don't feel like coming back to all this mess. And, when you're out of your body, it's very freeing and electrifying in a good way. And, just a wild feeling. So, definitely you couldn't care less about being here.
Well, we're glad you're here. I know that. I know you've got a mission.
Yeah.
Mission of healing
100%.
and teaching. And so, ladies, and I have another caller here on the line I'm just going to take in just a minute, but I feel really that it's really important for people to hear what you do and what you have to say, Jimmy.
Sure.
Because there's so many people that need healing. There's so many people that they know that need healing, situations that need healing. But it's so simple because I have gone on your website and tried that liquid fish, and it is amazing. And it feels good when you do it. It's like an automatic connection, and it's so ultra simple. You don't have to be anything special or anybody special. So, ladies and gentlemen, visit Jimmy's website. Take a look at what he's got on there because you can help yourself. You can help your loved ones. You can help situations. So like Jimmy says, if you don't like what you're hearing on the news, you can use this information to help make good changes. And it's right there for you. So please, Jimmy, tell me your website again, Jimmy Mack Healing.
Yes, JimmyMackHealing.com.
So everybody
100%.
go, look at the website, sign up for his newsletter, chock full of information. He sends it out every week, and he's got little videos on there and tips and, the joke of the day kind of a thing. So please, it's chock full of information. Check it out. And, of course, listen to him tonight at 9 p.m. here on Goldilocks Productions, the Jimmy Mack Show. And, again, I'll be joining him October the 8th at 9 p.m. So we'll be double trouble again. Well,
yeah, right.
I have another caller on area code 703. Hello there.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic. How are you? Who's
great? Thank you.
My name's Andrea. I'm calling from Virginia. I'm doing okay. So not too bad.
All right. Did you say Andrea or Angie?
Andrea. Yeah, Andrea.
Andrea. All right, Andrea.
Yeah.
So do you have a question for Jimmy?
I do. I actually have a work question. That's why I kind of like this dilemma. I had 3 really good interviews. I was offered a job with one of them, and then they came back and said I had to meet with the board because it's an HOA. So I met with the board, and they told me no. I didn't have enough experience, so they say. So I went back to the corporate office, and he said he'll look into it, but I haven't heard anything. So do you think the job still come through, or maybe one of those others, or something else?
Gosh, yeah, what are my other choices? I mean, it's A, B, or C. That certainly feels weak if the board said no, right? And it's whatever the third one is. You've got a second in your mind and then the third. And it feels like the third, whatever that third job is going to come back around. So, and this is a short fuse. It's about 2 weeks out, they're saying. So that's going to help you too. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, of all the people that they interviewed for the HOA job, I mean, there was 2 weeks of interviews, and they thought I would be the best fit. But the board said, they said no, but I have a feeling maybe they wanted someone else to work there, like a friend or something. So I don't know.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Or it could be somebody internal or somebody they already had in mind. This might have been that deal where they just are taking outside people to make sure that they, comply with all the state laws and everything else, right? So,
right.
Makes sense?
But just beyond
you want to feel the energy?
Yeah.
Go ahead and stand up. All right, face due north and stand up. You go by Andrea, you said? Andrea. So if you're facing due north now, just stand there in strong mountain pose in yoga. It's your feet are about hip width apart. It's going to feel like somebody's pushing you forward for yes and pulling you backwards for no. So just say, my name is Andrea. You should feel a pull forward.
My name is Andrea.
Feel it drift forward?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's a radio show, so holler out. And if you say, my name's Nemo the fish, it's going to pull you backwards. If you say, my name's Nemo the fish, you'll feel it pull you back.
My name is Nemo the fish. Yep.
Feel it?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so let's go big for you, Andrea, and we're going to say it's safe and comfortable for you to work at all, and see if you go forward, back, or in between. Safe and comfortable for me to work.
Okay.
And see if you go forward, back, or in between. Let the audience know.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry, what do you want me to do again?
If you're standing there, you can say it's safe and comfortable for me to work.
Oh, yeah,
and
it's safe and comfortable
for me to work. Forward, back, or in between.
Yep, safe and comfortable.
Feel like it's pulling you forward?
Yes.
Okay, good. And so one of the things I would do for you or any of the women of the world like to get a mate or anything like that would be I am the choice instead of the option. So go ahead and say that. We'll see if you go forward, back, or in between. I am the choice instead of the option.
I am the choice instead of the option. I guess a little backwards.
Yeah, so I'm going to change that to yes for you real quick. And all I'm doing is going to the heavens and making the little sign of the fish. I'm going to pull you forward when it comes in.
Okay.
Feel it now?
Yes.
Awesome. So if you say it again, I'm the choice instead of the option, it's going to pull you forward to a yes.
I am the choice instead of the option. Yep.
You feel the difference, right? So that's how we know.
I do.
So what that does is, kind of my joke is, even if you weren't, part of the single gal standing there waiting for the bride to throw the bouquet, you're off to the side, you still get hit in the head with the bouquet of flowers, right? And so that's what we want them to do as far as the job choice goes, forever come back to Andrea and not know why. You and I will know why, but we're not telling them that, right? So, makes sense. But when you radiate out like that, and you come to a place where you're radiating out so much energy in a good way, they won't know why they chose you. They're just going to keep choosing you, as in like the moth to the flame kind of thing. And that's what we changed today. So that's going to give you a high probability that that'll increase whatever whatever you're trying to achieve as far as jobs go. The other thing they're whispering in my ear is, in some of these things, it's like the old Garth Brooks song, which is "Thank God for Unanswered Prayers." And so some of these jobs you've looked at might be horrific. You would make it to Christmas and you'd go, that was the worst experience ever, and you'd be out anyway. Does that make sense? So some of this
totally.
stuff, you know, you're not missing a thing. That's what they're saying. You might have been the 9th person of the year being hired in September, so that's not going to work.
No.
Make sense? How do you feel right now, champ? Feel
much
different?
better. Thank you. Yeah.
Weird, I know, but it's cool. Love it. Thanks for calling in. Maybe Laura will add to that too. Yeah, of course.
Andrea, I see something that's going to be coming as a surprise. It's wrapped up in a gift box with a big bow on it, and it's going to be a surprise offer for you. So know that you've got something coming that's going to be very pleasing to you and for you. So you can't see it right now, but just know that it's there, and as soon as the time is right, it will be there for you. But it's coming.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're going to be pleasantly surprised is the term I'm hearing.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love it. Thanks for calling.
Thanks.
Bye, Andrea.
Have a great day.
Thanks, honey. So Jimmy, what you just did for Andrea seemed from a very simple, but very profound in the effect that it's going to have. And like we were talking about earlier, if you listen to your body and listen to its symbols and signals and signs, you'll get the information you need. Unfortunately, we don't always know what questions to ask it, but you do. And
and that's okay. I tell people you want to go basic, go super basic, you know. I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm employable, any of those things that come up for you. And if you start playing in that, then they start listening to you and playing with you. It really turns up the volume on your intuition as well. So, and here's the good news. Anybody that's listening to the show now or in the future, if you're interested in work, job, career, just like Andrea, just know that this will change for you as well, just by you listening to the process of what she went through. So it's really like radio or that free discount card giveaway you hear on the commercials or whatever. You can take advantage of that too. You don't have to do anything. It's just going to be a part of the vibration, the frequency that you're going to experience.
And so you can listen to this call again. If you missed this, you can go back, ladies and gentlemen. There will be an archived link up on my website, which is angelsandhealinglight.com. So you can hear this whole show again and all of Jimmy's information and directions on how to do what he just did for Andrea. So imagine, being able to do that to help solve a problem or answer a question. And of course, there's so much information on Jimmy's website. It's unbelievable. So just visit that. And I'm getting a really strong sense that there's someone listening that is on a healing path, that is learning and wants to learn how to heal. And you know who you are, but it's just as bright as it can be. That's the direction I want you to take a look at that website, because there's something there for you. And you've been looking for this. So my healer in training, healer in education, please visit Jimmy's website. That's where you need to go to take a look and see where you're going next. It was just getting this loud and clear throughout the entire show.
Love that. Yeah, I mean, I've never met. It's all online too, by the way. And I tell folks, if you're at a 9th grade reading level and you can listen to the radio and watch TV, you can pass the course. So it tells you right there.
So there's no failing as long as you pay attention.
No, there's no failing, and we'll show you how to do it. I've taught a 12-year-old boy how to do it. I taught an 80-year-old woman that drove all the way up from Sarasota, Bradenton to be in my living room, and showed her how to do it. So it's very easily transferable.
That's beautiful. How long does the course take?
Not long. I've had people do it easily in a week or two.
Okay.
But you work at your own pace, and like I said, you just read and listen to things and watch things. It's very layered. There's nothing wildly, hard about it or anything like that.
Nothing deeply esoteric that somebody has to be a particular belief system or
nope.
special. That's wonderful.
Will not matter. Will not matter. It's all spirit driven. It's all more Holy Spirit than anything else. So
beautiful. Jimmy, you also have a prayer list. Is that correct? Correct.
Yeah, it's a private function also, and so folks are on that, and it's like a membership, and all you do is send in information about you or your loved ones, even pets, and we pray about that every night about 3 a.m. and work on your prayer list for you. So makes a difference for folks as well.
What I love about that is, when somebody that you love or know that's going through a difficult time, when you're that close to someone, it's hard sometimes to put all of the spiritual energy or the energy into, you yourself may not be in a place where you can offer that kind of assistance prayer-wise.
Very
so it's
true.
Wonderful is that you can hand it over to somebody who isn't
entangled, attached, any of that.
Yes.
I mean, you might be able to work on me better than work on myself, and I'm going to work on your mom or your mom's cat probably better than you could, because I have no perception of them or things they've done or pissed you off over, or the past or any of that. I'm going at it from a neutral party, and I'm just going to go wild to see what I can do.
I think that's wonderful. I think that's absolutely wonderful that you do that. And let's see. So you have a new book out too, don't you?
Well, we it's been this year, and it's really the Dowsers Handbook, and it actually shows you step by step how to do this. Very inexpensive. Every year I present at the Dowsers group in Florida, and what that is, for folks that don't know, is back in the day they would use dowsing rods to dig for oil or water. So wherever, almost think of coat hangers you're holding, so wherever those rods cross energetically, that's where they would dig for the water or the well or whatever. That would be their ideal spot. And then folks will use pendulums, and what we did for Andrea, for instance, is standing sway testing. And then it all is kind of under the umbrella of applied kinesiology, which a Dr. Goodhart came up with in 1961. He's a chiropractor and figured a lot of that out. So folks that have been a nutritionist or chiropractor, where they pressed on your arm and found a weakness or strength and moved maybe your neck around a little bit and cracked it and made things better, that's what this is under. And that book even comes with an audio video tape, and it shows you how to do it. And so it's very straightforward. It's probably been one of the most popular books, actually, because, again, you'll have video to watch. I'd go through a pendulum, show you how to do that, sway testing, using your fingers. A lot of the folks will maybe have taken Reiki courses and become Reiki masters, and all that's good. But you get off the table after getting worked on, and you go, I feel pretty good, just not sure what happened. Quantitatively, that's where this is a game changer. So you have this definitive thing where Andrea knew she was neither the choice, she was really the option instead of the choice, and it was pulling her back that she wasn't the choice instead of the option. So all I did was the sign of the fish, and it pulled her forward and changed her to the choice instead of the option. And really, intuitively, what I pick up on too is at that moment when that changed, that's when you were picking up on the surprise part was able to come in, and that's what you were in tuning into was, hey, when she least expects it, it isn't going to be probably 1, 2, or 3. It's going to be that fourth wild ball, 8 ball that comes in out of nowhere. And that's what you picked up on. So can you imagine things happening that fast, right? That's fast.
It's funny as you're saying that, I'm seeing that image again, and the angels are just kind of laughing because it's like, oh, she's just going to love it. She's going to love it.
I love
almost
that.
Like it's fun for them. So, Andrea, good for you. We want to hear what this is, so keep us tuned in for sure.
Yeah, let us know. That's awesome.
Well, you do so many different things. You have so many things that you offer. You help with weight loss package, helping with a healthy diet. You do prosperity, love, and romance. pet healing,
Yep.
of course. Decision making. So when we get to that point and we're in our lives and we're like, which way do I go? Which fork in the road do I take? Right, left? Why do I always end up going, running into the stop sign in the middle? So you've got a program about helping with that, with mental and emotional stress, moving forward. Oh my goodness. You've got an incredible amount of information for everything. All right, my ladies and gentlemen that are, looking to increase your income or making your financial situation better, you've got these programs about creating financial success and having a positive money mindset, because a lot of times when we are not in the money, so to speak, a lot of that has to do with our mindset. Like all rich people are bad, so therefore I will not become rich. Not so good. You've got a lot going on here, so it's really impressive. I love what you do. I just love what you do.
Thank you. My attorney friend's funny. He says, I can't believe you've written 8 books. And I said, if I'd had some damn help, I'd have written 16. So it's kind of funny, So I've just slugged it out as I've gone along. Jimmy. And organically, it continues to grow, So.
Get cracking, my friend. We can't wait to hear more. Yep. I have another caller from area code 727. Hello, area code 727.
That's our neck of the woods.
It's what I thought. Thank you for being patient. Hi.
Thanks for taking my call.
My pleasure. Who is this, please?
This is Kate.
Hello, Kate. Do you have a question for Jimmy?
I intuitively just tuned in. Are you doing readings, Jimmy?
We're doing healings primarily. I mean, she does great readings and angelic stuff. Do you have anything you'd like to work on energetically?
Sure, always.
Okay, what's going on? Health, job, career, romance. What's your one topic you would grab?
Prosperity.
Prosperity. Okay, so we're going to do this for you and for everybody else that hears the sound of my voice now or in the future. So if you want, go ahead and stand up, face due north. You said you go by Kate?
I do.
Okay, so if you say my name is Kate, you're going to feel the pull forward if you're standing due north.
My name is Kate. And I am forward.
Love that. And if you say my name's Nemo the fish, it's going to pull you back.
My name is Nemo the fish. And I am back.
Love it. Okay. So we're going to go big for you, okay? And for everybody else that's listening, good fortune flows in, around, and through me now. And they heard me, and we'll see which way you go, forward, back, or in between.
I am forward.
Good.
Me too.
So that's helpful because we're turning that on for you, if you know what I mean. So that's really, really going to help you. Here's the other cool thing we're going to do. We're going to work on switches real fast. And you can say my bad luck switch is turned off. See if you get a yes or no.
My bad luck switch is turned off. Jimmy, I'm getting a neutral.
Okay, so to me that's hidden, and I'm going to change it to yes real quick. And I just changed it now. You're going to feel it drift forward to yes.
Will you repeat the statement for me, Jimmy?
Sure. My bad luck switch is turned off. It's going to pull you forward to yes now.
It's down in there, and I knew it was. Can you reach in there and pull it out one more time? I have just
okay. That's all right. You're being
not
stubborn
moving
today.
anywhere.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. That's probably a good thing. Watch this. So we're going to jump around that lake and say, my good luck switch is turned
Jimmy.
on. Sure. Let's go. My good luck switch is turned on. See which way you go.
Immediately forward, like whoa,
okay, good.
Forward.
Yeah. Okay, good. And so now we're going to jump to my bad luck switch is turned off. and it's going to pull you forward to yes. We're changing it now.
Not moving, Jimmy. I want to be authentic with you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm glad you are. So we're going to release whatever that is, resolve it, delete and erase it, disentangle it all out now. Pull her straight forward when you're done. And then it's going to be my bad luck switch is turned off, and it should pull you forward now.
And I am forward.
Love it. So that's okay. We just had to go a little bit deeper for you, and I think you're spot on when you're saying it's generational. Does that make sense? So we had to kind of dig around there and find it, if you know what I mean. So
I knew it was down in there. It was just like, how do I spell it?
That's why I do this. So otherwise we just kind of wander the earth and, hope it works out, right? My mother will be 91 at Christmas. She grew up as a sharecropper family in Virginia. Now, just short of being a slave, I don't know what to tell you, It's like, are you kidding me? Sharecroppers, right? Come on.
Got it.
So you can imagine the work I've had to do to get out of that, right? It's like, come on. So, but that changed for you as well. And if we run back generations, we all come back. We're either kings or slaves or, servants or part of royalty, each time. So it's interesting. But that's changed now for you, and that should really, really help you, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I'm in the Tampa Bay area of Florida, so you can find out more at jimmymackhealing.com. Come see us one day.
I would like that. Jimmy, will you put a bow on it for all of us?
Yes. I'll put a bow on it right now. It's going to pull you forward if you're standing there.
I am.
It'll pull you forward when that bow comes in.
And I am forward. Blessings to you, and thank you for your work.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you for listening.
I share it with everyone.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you for helping everyone listening.
You bet. We always have fun, you and me. We mix it up, right?
Yep, we do.
And hers was really interesting because imagine how stubborn that was, right? It's like my bad luck switch is turned off, and it's like, no, it's not. You can't find me. And it's like, yeah, watch this, right? We're going to find you.
Well, I'll tell you, I was following along, and I had the same reaction she did. That was really very nice. So
awesome.
Hopefully everybody listening, you followed along with that and know good things are coming your way, of course.
Love it.
You got Jimmy and Laura here and all of the angels and all the guides helping heal, helping bring beautiful things into your life, helping you have a beautiful life. So, wow, that's a lot of good things happening. So, it's important, I think, what you say about generational beliefs and thoughts of our ancestors being passed down to us and being raised, living in the way that our parents or ancestors lived, or the mindset that they lived in. So it's, I think, very important for us to realize that sometimes the thought patterns or the behavior patterns that we have, or the situations that we may be stuck in, may just be something we learned along the way from someone who had those experiences. And so here we come back to having that ability to change our thoughts, which will change our future. So it's real important to consider that and consider what your thoughts are. So if you are of the mindset that all rich people are bad, well, then what does that make you? If that gives you the attitude that having money is bad, then it's not very likely that you're going to have it, because you've just said no thank you to the universe. And I know many, many, many people that have money are very, very generous in donating and creating foundations and funds and so many different things. So you have that possibility too. I would, one of my wishes is to be wealthy enough to have a foundation. You ever watch PBS and, thanks to the so-and-so foundation.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to have a foundation.
Yeah, the Laura Tampa Bay
Foundation. How wonderful.
Right.
Wouldn't that be wonderful if
I
you
love
just
it.
had
Of course.
so much ability to help your favorite charity or somebody in need? Now, tell me, is that a bad thing? So if you had the ability to create a foundation, I'm going to give it a try and let you all know how it works out.
That's a great goal. Yeah, it's a great goal. Yep, because you're
well,
really saying,
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you're not looking for the next big car or speedboat or trips around the world. You're saying, hey, rain down some prosperity on me so that I can help that many more people. And that's a game changer, too. So that's great.
That's fantastic. I'm so glad you're here today to join us. I think that
I appreciate you having me.
You on the show.
We always have fun. Yeah.
We do. And we love to help people. So I know that you're able to help a lot of people today and maybe turn a light on where a light needed to be shown. And I know my healer in training out there is going to be visiting your website. Already has, actually. So I think we accomplished a lot of good things today, and that's always my goal.
Love it.
Is to make something positive for someone else.
Well, we appreciate you doing the show and being the light, too, for everybody else. It's sorely needed around the world, so thank you.
I love it. And I look so forward to being on Jimmy's show again October the 8th. That's a Tuesday at 9 p.m. Goldilocks Productions, again, bringing to you the Jimmy Mack Show. And he's always got some really interesting guests on there, too, so take a listen. You'll hear him again tonight at 9 o'clock. And if you didn't get a chance to call in this morning, then call in tonight. He's also I'm so pleased you introduced me to Kimberly Maroney. Oh, my goodness. What a blessing she is.
Yeah.
And I just got her new book that she talked about. She was on my show a couple weeks ago. She has a brand new book, a little book of angel healing. Wonderful, wonderful book.
Love it.
But I'm so glad.
Yeah, and tonight I have Reverend Debbie Dean Spear. She's from the Tampa Bay area also, and her whole thing is communication with those in spirit. So it'll be loved ones, maybe your mother, father, great-grandma, maybe you lost a child along the way or something else happened. And so she is a trans medium and does communication with those in spirit. It's always profound.
Oh, that's beautiful. So they could call in or listen in, but call in to get a reading from Debbie or Jimmy tonight. And check out his website. I know you have a link on there.
713, by the way, it's 713-955-0594. And like at the beginning of your show, you got to press 1 to raise your hand. So, and we love Reverend Tiffany and for supporting us and producing these shows. She's a dream. So otherwise, I wouldn't bother doing it. She makes it easy. So
she makes it fun too. There's no work involved in doing this. She just makes it so effortless, which I really appreciate. I know we're always singing her praises here, but ladies and gentlemen, you just don't know how easy she makes this, which is really a big deal when you're doing something like this. She makes it a pleasure. Oh, we love you too. Well, thank you again, Jimmy, and ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Mack at the JimmyMackHealing.com. You'll hear him on the Jimmy Mack Show tonight, and just check him out. Check him out. I know that there are so many things on his website that are there to help each and every one of us, so please check it out. Please visit my website, too, which is www.angelsandhealinglight.com. And you can reach me by email at laura@angelsandhealinglight.com. If you subscribe to my website, I will include you in my weekly angel message. And I'm going to keep you tuned in to what's coming up in the world. You can also schedule a reading there to get messages from your angels. So please check in with us all. There are a lot of great shows that Goldilocks Productions offers. So whether you're looking for angel messages, message from a loved one in spirit, healing, spiritual information, really a wonderful group of people that are here to help make your life better in so many ways. So thank you all for joining us today. I know I look forward to being with you again next week. Thank you, Jimmy. from my heart.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Appreciate
for spending time and helping our listeners today. It is much appreciated, and I wish you many blessings.
You as well.
Thanks, Jimmy. Talk to you
Thank
soon.
you. Mm-hmm.
Bye, everyone. Until next week, many angel blessings to one and all. And remember, you've got possibilities to make the changes in your life that you want. So just remember, you've got some control, and it has to do with your thoughts. Your thoughts are so important. So please remember that. Remember to ask for the things that you need in your life. Don't be shy. Ask your angels to help you. Ask your angels. They love you. They want to do everything possible to help you have a happy, healthy life. So remember, Archangel Jophiel is here to help you see the beautiful things in life and to find them. So stay in touch. I'll see you next week. Callers, thank you very much for calling in today. We wish you much success and health as well. Catch you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.